Hey Scorpio, today I'm gonna start shuffling and see what wants to come out for you. If you're not a YouTuber, I just want you to know how awkward it is to open a video. So we start with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So at this very moment, I feel like there is no movement on something. That's just first thought out. The Knight of Pentacles, people say, is the slowest moving knight in the deck. And because he's in the reverse today, I think there's just a standstill. There's a standstill on something. This cat, though, is floating, and obviously it's some sort of magic. There's a lot of magic this cat is doing. I was going to say in the background. I think technically it was just the bottom, the ground. Not the background, just the ground. This cat is making magic, which of course makes me think of the magician, right? It's like the cat has all the tools in its toolbox, just like the magician does, but it's not making any moves in the reverse. I mean, I see a lot of earth and fire, obviously air. And there's a potion bottle here. I'm gonna call that water. So yeah, I think you have all of the tools that you need at your disposal, all the resources. Well, the resources, the passion, the emotion, intuition, and what do we have left? Air, the knowledge. And probably communication skills too. You've got it. You've got all you need, but you're not moving. You're not, yeah, you're just sitting still. All right, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. All right, so you've got the passion, but perhaps you're not nurturing it. Perhaps you're not, it's in the reverse also. So it feels very much like you've got it all, including the passion, the fire, but you're sitting on it. You're not nurturing it. What is this you're not nurturing? What are you passionate about that you're not making moves on? Okay, we got two cards this time. We got the Fool. It's something maybe that, I was just going to say something that's new, but I wonder if it's something that it's, okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. So if this had come out in the reverse, I might have said, which is what I wanted to say, something that you're afraid, that's new, that you're afraid to make moves on. Maybe it's daunting, or that's the only word. I had another word, but it fell out of my brain. So that this is the Fool here, but it is in the upright. And so it doesn't feel like you're afraid. In fact, it feels like you are, you know, the typical word phrase is taking a leap of faith. You're trusting. So then I wonder if you, I don't want to say you lack the passion. I don't think that's it. I don't think that it's, you're not nurturing it either. I almost wonder if you're just not feeling it right now. Like you have it, you know it's there. And you're planning to jump anyway. We're gonna sit with that one for a minute because it came out with a star in reverse. So this is the star here, and the upright would be first thought is hope. I mean, it could also be, you know, peace. It could be your North Star, your dream, your goals. But what my thought that came out first was hope, and it's in the reverse, and so it sort of feels like you're lacking hope. It's like you're taking a leap of faith, but you don't have a lot of faith. It's like you're oh man. I don't think this is a bad thing though. It's like you have the tools in your toolbox, right? You've got everything that you need, but you're not pushing forward on something. I almost wonder if this is like a progression of the near future. And so like maybe currently you're not making moves on anything due to, you know, lack of nurturing this whatever this is that you're passionate about, your interest. It does feel like maybe something big, like a passion project, something that you really, really care about, something that's important to you. And I say that because for one, the wands, that's what the wands are, but also there's a little kitten in front of this mama cat, this queen, and sorry for the dog in the background snoring. But this queen, this kitten is very, very important to this queen. So whatever this is very important to you. But perhaps you don't have, oh gosh, okay, now I'm reverting back to the Knight of Pentacles being, okay, I guess not reverting back to it, it's gaining a new meaning to me now. So where originally I said you have all the tools, because this is very magician-like, now I'm thinking because it's in the reverse, I think it's, yes, you're at a standstill, but perhaps it's because you don't have what you need. You don't have the resources that you need. Maybe you don't have the time or the energy or the finances or whatever the resource is that you're lacking. There's no maybe. That's what I'm feeling now. I feel like there's something you're missing. Something you don't have that is not allowing you to nurture this thing that is important to you. But I see here with the Fool that you're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it anyway. You're taking this leap of faith. You're going to jump. You're going to say, you know, to hell with it. Why not? But you don't have a sense of hope. Like, it's weird to say, like you're taking a leap of faith, but you don't have the faith. It's like you're leaving it up to the universe. You're saying, well, what will be, and it may not be great, but it's gonna be. So might as well just jump and do the dang thing, right? And because of the star, I want to double down on the fact that I think this is important to you, and I don't know that you would take this leap of faith and do it anyway under the circumstances if it wasn't your North Star. Man. we got the High Priestess in reverse. So there's something I think you're not seeing. I think you're missing, not missing something. I think that there's something that's not being revealed to you. And it feels good. I don't know what that is, obviously, because I don't know that it would be revealed to me because this message is for you, but it feels good. Like I don't get anything ominous at all from this. It's like an outcome maybe is being obscured, hidden. And I mean, it doesn't feel like by a person at all. It feels like, you know, the universe is, it feels protective. My dog is snoring away. It's very early here. He barks all night and sleeps all day. Yeah, this feels very protective. All right, let's see if anything else is going to come out. All right, we got the Ace of Swords. Let's see if anything else wants to come out with it. And the Lovers. With the Ace of Swords, it's in the reverse. So the Ace of Swords is, I see it as the sword of truth. I think this is just doubling down on the High Priestess saying that there's something you're not being shown. There's a truth being hidden. Again, I don't feel like this is an interpersonal thing. I think this is very much you and the universe, and this Lovers is doubling down on that. This is your, I don't know if people call this the Twin Flame card or not. I see Twin Flames as slightly different. I see it, I don't see it, again, I don't see it as interpersonal. I see it as two parts of you, like you and your shadow. Your masculine and feminine, etc. The two parts of you that come together to make one. And I think this is just, again, doubling down on the fact that it's not interpersonal. This is you. This is between you and you, yourself and you. But I think that, I feel rather that not you and yourself so much as you and the universe. You and your God, which I think they're all the same God, but I can't decide what you believe. But I think this is emphasizing that this is between you and a higher consciousness. That's who or what is hiding this information from you, the truth from you. And I think it's for a good reason. I think it's protective. So, all right, I'm gonna try to just get one more, since, I mean, I feel like that was just putting emphasis on what I've already said. So I'm gonna see if I can get a card of advice and then wrap this up. I'll get a card of advice and then I'll clarify it. Oh, and then at the end, I'll get an oracle card. I didn't think anything was coming out. Temperance. Oh, we got this in the Libra. It wasn't advice though. So for you, the Temperance is advice. The Temperance is balance, which the Lovers also implies. I just said, you know, it's the balance between your masculine and feminine. It's also your light and shadow, your higher self and your shadow, I guess I could say. But it's also a card of moderation. Today, it's also it's also a card of it's an intuitive card, because this water here that the Temperance is dipping her toes into is the subconscious. It's also alchemy. So I was gonna say water into wine, but you know, it's making gold. And when I say making gold, for me, the Temperance is more about making, if we consider it alchemy, it's more about transmuting negative energy or pain and sorrow and, you know, our experiences into something good, something for the better. So transmuting our shadow into our higher self. So now that I'm saying this, it feels like with the High Priestess, like there's something in the shadow, right? With her being in the reverse. There's something in the shadow. I think it's something in your shadow. So I think there's something maybe that you need to have a deeper look at. And transmute. There's some energy that needs to be turned into gold or wine. Let's see. And I think that that's what's holding this, holding you in place here with the Knight of Pentacles, and what's maybe not allowing you to nurture this passion of yours, this North Star. But I don't think that it's not allowing it. No, that's not right. It's not allowing, it's not disallowing it, because you are, like I said, with the Fool, you're taking that leap of faith. You're doing it. You're doing the dang thing, remember? I think that though this transmutation could improve the process. Maybe it's something, okay, so now that I say that there's something in the shadow, and I believe this is your shadow, maybe it's not the universe that's keeping this from you. Maybe it's, oh God, I don't want to say it this way, but I don't think it's that you're not seeing it. I think it's that you don't want to see it. You don't want to face it. This is something you're not wanting to face. I mean, that's what our shadow is, right? It's time to face it, though. Oh gosh, and then we have the clarifying the Temperance. We have the Priestess, which is the High Priestess. We already have her, but she's in the upright this time. I think facing this and pulling the demon, so to speak, out of the shadow and into the light, it's going to... We also got the Great Way in the reverse. The Great Way is the Chariot. Okay. Typically, I would say this would be lack of movement with the Chariot in reverse. Let me just show you so first off, I said the Temperance paired with the Priestess, the High Priestess. Pulling, you know, doing that transmutation work is going to pull you into the light. It's going to reveal what was hidden previously. All right, but it also comes with the Great Way, which again is the Chariot in the reverse. Oh, gosh, I always get something different when I look at these cards because there's just so much imagery. One second. Sorry about that. So the Great Way, again, is the Chariot, but it's in the reverse. So, again, I typically get a lot of different stuff with these cards because there's so much in the imagery, but I'm just repeating myself, and I apologize. I had to pause for a moment. But recently I've been looking, or thinking about this card very heavily, and I guess maybe this is why, because it's in your reading here. But it's today and lately, as I've been thinking about it, it's given me a new meaning. And it's given me the meaning of we all, if we look at this in the grand scheme of life, especially if we're looking at it in a spiritual way, my belief system says that we are all on the same path. No, that's not right. We're all trying to achieve the same goal in the end, right? And maybe we're not, but it from my experience, it seems like we're all heading to the same place, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're all going in the same direction, but we're all taking different modes of transportation. We're all getting there differently. And if we put this into context, we all have a shadow to bring into the light. So in the context I've been seeing this in would be spirituality or religion, all seeking the same God, but we all get there differently. Some people get there through the Bible, some people get there through the tarot. But if we put it in context of your reading here, I mean, it's the same, right? It is the same. It's I think that's sort of what spirituality and religion, the goal is to bring our shadow into the light, right? And to find, I don't want to say it like this because I don't know what everyone believes, but to find our one true God, right? So to put this in context with your reading, the goal here is to bring your shadow into the light in order to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve here with your passion, with your goal. But we all have a different mode of getting there. And so I think that the High Priestess might be your mode of transportation. Yeah, I think that the High Priestess is your mode of transportation, which is just seeking knowledge, seeking, it's hidden knowledge, it's, the ethereal knowledge, and maybe that's not your mode of transportation. Maybe that's something you need to figure out on your own. But I think that that's why this Great Way card is in the reverse. I don't think it's like an opposing view of the card in the upright or anything. I think it's just emphasizing that there's no one way. We're all trying to get to the same goal. We just all have different modes of transportation. So anyways, I'm going to get you one more card. This is my Between Worlds Oracle deck. I like that these cards wrap the readings up really nicely and the messages are short and sweet. So you got Surrender. Surrender to the unknown. That would be the High Priestess. I need to find this in my table of contents. One moment, please. 95. All right, it says surrender. Allow your life to unfold naturally. Know that it too is a vessel of perfection. So here's the picture. That was from the Tao Te Ching, verse 29. Allow your life to unfold naturally. Know that it too is a vessel of perfection. The landscape of life is forever shifting. Lay back and let the water take you down the winding river. So water also, I'd like to mention, which I did, I think, mention in the Temperance, but so I'll emphasize, because the High Priestess, this is important in her also. Water is your intuition, so I think there's maybe that's the guidance here, is that's your mode of transportation, is your intuition, listening to your intuition, following it, not just hearing it, but following it, doing as it says. The landscape of life is forever shifting. Lay back and let the water take you down the winding river. Are you afraid of what will happen if you let go of control? For now, don't fight, just float. This is faith in action. Interesting, look. The Knight of Pentacles, your very first card, I told you the cat was floating in the air. And it's in the reverse, so like you're not floating. You're not going with the flow. Maybe that's your message here. Not maybe, that is your message here. So anyways, I hope that was fun for you. I hope you enjoyed that. I did.